So having an interview based show out there helps you in a lot of different things out there. It helps to build your audience, it helps to build connections, and so much more out there as well, which is one of the reason why I'm using the interview based show almost for since 2020 particularly, which not only helped to change my business, created my authority, and so much more. So in this video particularly, we're going to talk about 5 reasons of why you should go for an interview based show as well. So guys, what's up? RJ here back in this video, and in this video we're going to talk about the 5 core reasons why you should have an interview show if you haven't yet, or if you have it, still watch the video. So as I mentioned, I have interviewed a lot of entrepreneurs out there, over $700 million plus collective worth of entrepreneurs so far. And one of the main things out there that interview gave me was my voice. It helped me out personally to be who I am, but publicly. I was an introvert out there. I never thought I was able to speak in front of the camera out there, and like so many other things as well. But this interview based show helped me to do it, which was sort of crazy. So we're going to talk about like 5 things out there. We're going to start with the number 1 out there, which is authority. That is period. The most important thing you're getting by interviewing other people out there who have authority, you are borrowing or leveraging their authority as well, because you're associating yourself with them while having them on your show. So if you have an interview based podcast, you already are an authority who is inviting other huge authority out there over you on your show. So you're leveraging their authority particularly as well, and all of their audience, all of your audience particularly gonna be like, oh my god, that's crazy, he got that guy on the show, which is something out there that you need. In order to sell your product or service, the most important thing you need is your authority. So that's the most important thing. The next thing, which is kind of like a prerequisite to the first thing that we talked about, is the leveraging of the audience. Once you get those people out there on your show, not only you're leveraging their authority, you're leveraging their audience as well. So when you're interviewing them, you post on social media that you're interviewing that particular guest. You're sharing all over social media platforms. So they're also sharing it on their social media platforms as well. So because of that particular thing, their audience are watching, like that the person that they're following are getting interviewed by other person out there, and they would love to go and check it out. So what's initially happening is you're leveraging their audience, because now their audience is getting into your world only because of you doing interviews with them. So number 3 is you're getting kind of like a free time or consulting with them. Now what I mean by that is, for example, if you interview Myron Golden on the show, I had the honor to interview Myron Golden on the show. So Myron Golden particularly charges anywhere between $5,000 to $25,000 per hour for a consulting or a coaching session, and that's a lot of money. But when you get them on your show, and you structure your questions in such a way where you're not kind of like getting direct coaching out there, but you're giving the coaches to your coaching to your audience as well, alongside you, the thoughts, the curious, all of those things that was in your mind. And when you're asking them in that show, particularly with that guest, they are giving you the valid answers. So this actually helps you out, paying thousands of dollars to them, which definitely they're worth to it. But regardless of paying thousands of dollars to them, you can get them on the show and pick up their brain while providing them value as well. So the 4th thing particularly is you are able to build the connection with multi 7, 8 and even 9-figure entrepreneurs. As I mentioned, since I've interviewed like so many entrepreneurs, there are people out there who have made even 9 figures as well. Guys like Claude Payne, Jeff Lerner, and also like about to interview like Brandon Polin. He had a $200 million in sales overall. Particularly, all of these are 9-figure people out there, which hardly connect with most people out there in the lower level. So that is one of the things that is also important, because when you're starting out, you can't compete with them on the revenue level, because there is no way to compare with them on a revenue level. You can connect with them on a humanly level, and this can only be allowed to you by having an interview based show and get them onto your platform so that you can build connections. As you heard, network is your net worth. So the last thing that I want to talk about is the potential JVs in the future. As I mentioned, they have huge audiences, they have huge followings, and all of those things out there in place. Not only that, you can potentially JV with them as well. there might be something out there that you're doing that is unique to you particularly, which helps you to get, able to stand out in front of that particular place. And they could even invite you, you could even ask to do a potential JV with them if you have something going on like this. I remember I've done a JV with a guy out there who made over multi 7 figures, and it was just a 10-minute presentation that got over 250 people out there almost into the software out there, which was sort of crazy. And you gotta understand the power of those people out there, and if you create the opportunity like that after providing a ton of value, it is 100% worth it. So these were the 5 things out there that are the core reasons why you should have an interview based show. And now if you're one of those people out there who are like, how can I start, how can I create a relationship in such a way where we can build relations in the long term, and all of those questions you might have in your mind. So I have a link in the description down below, which is a 5-day book your dream guest challenge that I did, which helped a lot of people out there getting results instantly while doing this challenge in the first place. And if you're some of those out there like, hey, we're just gonna go for the direct stuff out there, I have a course which is called the High Ticket Show Accelerator, which allows you to learn directly from the content I created how to do it step by step particularly as well. And also, if you're one of those people out there who made like 6 or 7 figures particularly and want to start the interview based show all 100% done for you, there is a link down below where you can book up a call with me or my team, and we can see like how we can be a good fit. So guys, thank you so much for watching out there, and I will definitely gonna see you guys in the next one.